So, do you remember what layer of hell we ended on last time?
I don't.
I think it was anger. I think no. We had just finished the city of Dis. This is heresy.
I see.
So, welcome to Heck.
Yeah. How's your week been?
My week has been interesting. I told a story the other day about a coworker who revealed to me that they had just discovered how eyelids worked.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I've heard that one
Yeah. Uh,
twice.
so when I saw her today, she's like, "So you've been thinking about eyelids all day, huh?" And I'm like, "No, not really.
Who does she think she is? Psycho Mantis?
I don't know."
So, Snake, you've been thinking about eyelids.
Snake, you've been thinking about feet again, haven't you?
So, Snake, I see you like to play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Eternal Darkness, that is quite an interesting game.
I love Psycho Mantis.
I've never played any of the
You know what the weirdest, or not the weirdest, but you want to know something about Psycho Mantis that a lot of people tend to forget?
what?
He's ginger. His hair is red and
That's something
stuff.
people forget. Okay,
Because
I want to make it clear.
because what? Go
My
on.
my first my first game in the series was the
Phantom
fifth game,
Pain.
Phantom Pain. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, that's Psycho Menace, right? Huh. Neat. He's got orange hair.
yeah, and then he's bald uh, uh, by the time of Twin Snakes.
Ah, fair enough. That's kind of the version I think most people are familiar with.
Yeah,
No.
that's why people tend to not think about his hair color. Oh, that looks like holy light. Just drilling a hole.
Yeah, which is weird because this is heresy. You would think God's holy light wouldn't reach here.
Well, it's holy because it's drilling the holes. That's what makes it holy.
So this is a first for me. I'm not like drinking a Red Bull tonight or like a soda.
What are you drinking?
I actually have some alcohol.
Oh,
So I went to my local alcohol store because I needed to pick up some wine for cooking.
okay.
And while I was there, they had a guy doing samples. And I used to work there, so I ended up talking to the guy, and like I worked at the alcohol store. Anyway, I ended up talking to the guy, and I tried a few samples, and I'm like, you know what? I really like this one flavor. It's Harvest Mule. Give me a second. It's rum, apple cider, lemon, ginger extract, and carbonation. Oh, fuck! I just realized that guy was about to pull that lever. I don't want to know what that lever does. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so it's quite good. It's very gingery, I think.
I see.
Yeah, very gingery. I I got a 4 pack, so my brother was like, "Yeah, I can smell the ginger
Huh.
just from like popping
Oh,
it open."
yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I personally don't like alcohol.
Same for the most part, but I try it occasionally when it's like something that looks tasty. Oh, check this out.
Amazing, but you didn't kill the human torches. Who are you? Asbestos lady?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I love her. she's she's so extra.
Probably dead.
She's also most likely dead. Oh, come on. Your auto aim is a little funky, Dante. Yeah, the auto aim on the cross is a little funky because if like any of the projectiles hit something extra, it messes with the rest.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get that.
There we go. I do love the walls actually.
Oh, yeah. They are really good textures.
Funny if I started watching a video. A oh no you don't. I know what you're up to. See they're always using traps against me.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to lately?
Eugenics.
So tell me about eugenics. I haven't heard much about it
Um,
outside of the controversies.
yeah. Well, the controversies are just because because of how long the game has taken to uh, develop, some of the voices that did meows have become controversial figures.
Or gone on to commit
It's,
actual crimes.
yeah, well, I mean that falls under controversial figures.
Fair enough.
But
Oh
the
come
point
on,
is,
buddy. Please, we already did this trick.
voice lines that were recorded like a decade ago from people who are now uh, uh, recognized as not good people are in it and stuff.
Such as Christian Chandler, I've heard.
Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, that's the main one.
Yeah, not a surprise. Christian has always been controversial, even at the best of
Well,
times.
my stance on it is the same as like John Tron in Hat in Time, where it's it's a cameo at best. Literally, it's just a meow, and
True.
you wouldn't be able. I don't think Christian has a recognizable enough voice for you to actually pick it out unless it was pointed to you. There are some recognizable voices like Markiplier though, whose voices are very easy to identify, and Chills.
You mean Meowcriplier?
Yeah.
Oh come on, you knew that
But
was
yeah,
coming, and the fact that you didn't do anything to stop me means you're complicit in my crimes.
I did not know that was coming.
Okay,
But,
okay.
but yeah,
I
also Chills is in it. No, you got me. I'm giving you full credit for that. You got me.
okay, okay. It,
But yeah, it's a fun game. It's hard, but about as hard as Binding of Isaac is at the start
that's
before
fair.
you have like all the good stuff.
I've heard some people complain that they don't like that you can only do one run with a cat because you get invested in each of the little guys.
Well,
So,
if you do another run, they're probably gonna die.
well,
But yeah, no, I look. Elise has her bees. I have my cats.
oh yeah, she's been doing a lot of bee breeding lately for like Minecraft.
In Minecraft, I've woken up so many times to her just I've woken up so many times to her staring at the apiary.
Mm, fair enough.
Oh man, I just had an amazing idea to draw.
Oh shoot.
Elise as Dr. Bees and me as the Simpsons cat lady.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I gotta decide on an ability to swap with this one.
Yeah.
There we go. Ugh, so I hate this particular enemy. You know what their gimmick is?
Teleport. Oh, invincibility.
Invincibility only to my holy attacks.
And also teleporting, which was my first instinct.
True, the teleporting's not as bad though.
I don't like teleporting enemies.
True, I can get behind that. I'll say this, I do love the enemy variety in Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
I think it's not as good as God of War is, but then like no game is as good as God of War in that regard. Like for instance, I love me some Devil May Cry, but for a lot of enemies in Devil May Cry, once you know how to fight them, they become easy. But it usually doesn't throw like a enemy that requires like tactic X with enemy Y uh, at you at the same time.
Yeah.
Only in like the extra hard challenge modes.
I think that I think that one of the best ways to handle a bunch of enemies is um beans. What game was it where the way it was programmed, uh no, none of the enemies that are off screen would attack, and of the ones that are on screen, only two would attack at a time?
Batman.
Yeah, Batman, Arkham.
Yeah, Batman the Arkham series. They upped that to 3 by the fourth game, but
That's fair. By then, people are used to it, but it still makes it manageable enough.
fair enough. Just gonna secure my saves, my upgrade. The Batman Arkham games are quite good. Um, I want to replay. About a year ago, I replayed Arkham Knight, which I think has the worst story personally. But
Oh, is that the one where, like, Batman's being infected with Joker's DNA?
yes, And I don't like it as a story beat. I think it's actually quite dumb.
Yeah.
And that was, I guess, the idea behind the Bat Who Laughs.
Yeah.
People tell me that's done better, but like, I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Eh, the Bat Who Laughs is complicated. It is entirely dependent on who you ask.
Fair enough. By the way, brilliant idea to make it so that the enemy who makes allies immune to your holy attacks is summoned alongside enemies that can only be affected by a holy attack. A very classic design philosophy there.
Yeah, kill the healer first. Ooh, that's beautiful. And that's how rainbows are made. Wait, aren't you gonna jump to that area over there?
Which one?
To the right?
Oh, no. There's a fire thing in the way.
Yeah, but it turns off.
Yeah, but you're supposed to come here later. You loop around this area.
Okay.
Yeah, I've tried jumping that. There's an invisible wall.
Oh, that's mean. They should have had like rubble or like blocks that you have to push from the other side or something.
Maybe. I think this is one of those level design things where they didn't realize it until it was kind of like they were having to deal with it, and then like, okay, we don't have the time to fix this.
Epicurus, with all his followers who make the soul die with the body, have their burial place.
Poet, what sins have I yet to see?
Toscan, when you
So, fun
come
fact,
before the Beatrice,
I've been watching a video on Dante's Inferno, like the poem, and then the game, and then the real person.
Yeah?
And I've actually, I find it funny how she's like talking about the whole fan fiction debate, and she's like, yeah, the bit where he ends up meeting Caesar and Caesar wants to be his best friend is very fan fiction-y.
Why would anyone want to be Caesar's best friend?
To be fair, this is classic Italian poetry. Everybody wants to be Caesar's friend.
Fair enough. It was like a whole thing that none of the people around Caesar wanted to be his friends anymore.
No, he died surrounded by people who cared about him, like Brutus.
Yeah, I love that. I love that post where it's like, you go back in time and meet Caesar. He holds you at knife point and asks how he dies. How do you respond? It's like, you will die surrounded by friends. The thing is, he was stabbed 30-something times. There were like 90 senators there.
Okay, so this is the funniest part. I've actually done research on this. It was actually 21 times. And the
It
funniest...
wasn't even 30?
It was not 30, it was about 21 times. And the funniest thing, this is the funniest, stupidest thing, the senators stabbed each other more than they stabbed Caesar.
Oh, man.
Multiple senators walked away with various stabs to the point where they had injured themselves more than they did than like Caesar. Like
That's
one of them got
amazing.
stabbed 8 times.
Oh.
Like they were just hacking and slashing.
Hacking and whacking and slashing. He's hacking and whacking, slashing. He's hacking and slashing. he's
Whacking that
slashing,
meat.
Whacking, slashing, whack that meat. I love Butcher Pete. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Istanbul.
There we
The
go.
song that's been stuck in my head all day is Istanbul. by They Might Be Giants.
That's fair. Elise and I were talking about They Might Be Giants yesterday.
I know. You told me.
I do like that song they did for Coraline.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We should watch Coraline together.
oh, I'd love to watch Coraline again. You know the
Yeah,
song
in
that...
October when I'm in Boston.
Yeah, so you remember the song about Coraline?
Yeah.
That's a holdover
There's a lot
from...
of
Yeah,
oh, there's a lot of foreshadowing in that.
true. Uh, so that song is a holdover from when it was going to be more of a rock opera kind of thing with more musical numbers. But they decided against it for tone reasons. Um, anyway, um, that's a song they really liked, so they decided to keep it. And that was done by They Might Be Giants. And I believe the singer for They Might Be Giants also played the other father, if not the father
Oh.
himself. It's been a bit.
I can look it up.
Okay. Okay, so I replayed Dante's Inferno recently, and this puzzle had me stumped, and I felt so stupid that I had to look it up, despite the fact that I'd been in this game multiple times in the past. Yes, I need to keep that up, so I have to put this up there. Yeah, skip, skip, skip. Anyway, it took me way too long to realize that's what I had to do because I was
Yeah,
being a big stupid dumbass.
yeah, John Linnell.
You know,
Yeah,
great pipes on him.
John. Oh, he's the one that plays the accordion.
Yes, he is.
And also, co-founder of
They Might Be Giants.
But more importantly, the accordion. No, that's actually what he's listed as. Yeah, They Might Be Giants members. John Linnell, accordion.
So I have a theory that this level was made early on because
It's very tutorial-esque.
they do the bad design thing where they kind of force you to backtrack through an area you've already been. And they don't, and it seems like a lot of people were confused because they ended up putting a hint that pops up on screen to let you know, by the way, you can't do anything here. Start backtracking.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is one of my favorite areas, so.
Yeah. Like They Might Be Giants.
Okay, so you're sent to an alternate universe, and instead of They Might Be Giants, they've been replaced with They Are Short People.
I feel like that wouldn't age well.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. I realized that as soon as I said it. They are leprechauns. No, that doesn't work either.
They might be leprechauns.
No, it would have to be They Are because they can't. Might be. They would
I
have.
can't believe it's not elves.
Okay, that's actually funny. Stop moving. Let me grab you.
Title of the episode. I can't believe it's not elves. What's your favorite? What's your favorite? It might be giant song.
I mentioned this yesterday, but it's the Mesopotamians.
That is a good one. Mine's probably either Dr. Worm or Birdhouse.
I think, God, I'm trying to remember what Elise's was because we talked about this yesterday. Dang it.
I can ask Jenny.
I don't want to sound like I just don't listen to her, but I do. I do listen.
No. I understand. I forget things. I forget things a lot too. I have terrible memory.
Fair. Stop moving. Let me grab you and stab you. There we go.
I feel like I should know, but I'm drawing a blank, and I feel real bad.
Remind me, what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Oh man, there's a lot to choose. It really depends on the day.
Okay, just checking because Elise reconfirmed what I thought it was last time, which is Face Off.
Yeah.
You and
Mine,
her
at
both.
the moment, Con Air.
Oh, that's a good one.
Con Air is good.
So, she and you both guessed Renfield the other day.
I don't remember. I remember you saying Renfield was actually your second favorite. But I don't remember what you said your first. Oh no, it was something about. It was something with Ron Perlman.
Season of
you
the
said.
Witch.
Yeah, that one. I love Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman is great. By the way, you were talking about this yesterday too. um, I you played Hulk Ultimate Destruction, correct?
Yeah.
Anyway, Ron
I
Perlman was
think
in that. No,
that's the
oh,
one we had.
I almost flubbed that.
Yeah. We should play it on the channel.
That could be fun. It doesn't run well on any of the emulators I have, but who knows?
Yeah, well, I have an Xbox 360.
Oh, true. Fair enough.
And I think that it's one of the ones that's backwards compatible.
It probably is. I just remember
Look,
the.
I am down to play things on original hardware whenever possible.
You know what? Valid. Was this person named Fartina?
I guess?
I didn't look at the name that much, and I'm like, wait a minute, F-A-R-T, Fartina?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up They Might Be Giants songs and see if any of them pops out as Lisa's favorite.
One of my favorite songs is "The Wizard Needs Food Badly" from Five Iron Frenzy.
Yeah.
So Five Iron Frenzy is one of those bands that I find it fun to talk about because they have such a weird history. They were a Christian rock band that got bored of making songs about Christ, so they started making songs about nerd culture. And then they broke up because like half of them lost their faith. And then they were like, wait a minute. We like making songs about nerdy stuff. We don't need to be a Christian rock band. It doesn't matter what our faith is. So they got back together a few years later.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of their songs that I really like is "The Wizard Needs Food Badly," which is a tribute to Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The wizard
Alright.
needs you badly.
Birdhouse in Your Soul is my favorite.
I can believe that.
Uh, I don't think it's Istanbul because if it was, you probably would have said that when I said that it's stuck in my head.
Oh, probably.
Dr. Worm is one of my favorites, and I feel like if it was hers, you definitely would not forget. Uh, so I'm looking at some of the more popular ones.
That's fair.
Communists Have the Music?
Ooh, yeah, that was it. I think that was it. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that was it.
That is
That
like,
was either the top one or the second one.
yeah, that is like one of their most popular ones.
Is that the one with the video of Putin doing a dance battle, or am I thinking of a different video?
I think it's older than that.
Mm.
It's the one that looks like it's animated in the same style as Angela Anaconda.
I can believe that.
It's a very distinct music video. I doubt you'd forget it.
I really do. Okay, I can't remember the name of the song, but there's that video with like the song with like a bunch of Russian scientists testing like the dance moves of various individuals, like a bear, a robot, the strongest man in Russia, and then it ends with them making Putin dance, and he just keeps telling
No
them
idea.
to increase the beat.
I have no idea what song that is.
God, I don't remember either. It's a good song. It's a good beat.
Yeah, no. Communists Have the Music ends with a person getting a new face, being given a new face and like a TV head.
Ooh, I can see the interest in that one from the description of the TV head.
It's a whole thing. Like I said, it's animated in the same kind of like style as Angela Anaconda.
Valid. Oh shit, I forgot about this section. This is the benefit of a linear game. You get to control the pacing of the set pieces.
Oh yeah.
And I love me some set pieces.
This is a really good one. There's not a whole lot of like collapsing like actively collapsing set pieces in God of War.
There is one in like God of War 2, but it's mostly a series of QuickTime events for the
Yeah,
grappling hook.
yeah, that's what I mean is by active I mean it's you controlling it entirely, not relegated to a cutscene or QuickTime event or cinematic.
Fair enough. What do you gotta tell me, Virgil?
Or like Virgin.
Dante, did you know that DMC Devil May Cry is a tight-ass game? I know, because I... because it's coming out in 3 years from this release date.
The first ring is holy of the violent. Because violence can
2013 was a good year for video games, by the way.
it is divided.
Oh yeah.
The Tomb Raider reboot, the Devil May Cry reboot. I can't say that one with
Uh,
a straight
uh
face.
Skyrim re-release.
No, that was the re-release of the re-release.
Right, right. Bayo 3,
Bayo 3 was
I think.
2013?
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was.
Or no, Bayo 2, sorry.
Yes. I should look up games that
Uh,
released in 2013. There was a
no,
bunch of good ones.
no. Bayonetta 2 was 2014.
Bayonetta 1 was 2010.
2009.
Really?
Yeah.
It came out like a month before this game did, though, right?
Bayonetta?
Yeah, I swear it came out around the same time as Dante's Inferno.
No. It came out 10 days after my birthday on 2009.
Huh? I swear
Well,
there's
I
a.
guess at least it's... Sorry, let me correct. It came out uh, 10 days after Elise's birthday in 2009. Uh, sorry, it's really hard to think about birthdays before.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're
mean?
right. It was 2009. I thought. Okay, in my head, Darksiders, Bayonetta, and Dante's Inferno came out in like a period of 3 months, so I was very much confused.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's weird to think about birthdays because, like, when talking about it in the past,
Yeah,
it does feel like my birthday, but but
it feels
you know,
distant.
last year after everything, it felt like, my friend's birthday, not mine, if that makes sense.
I get that. By the way, love
It,
this set piece. This game is just full of cool set pieces.
I don't know, it's just a weird thought to suddenly have to feel like your birthday is 2 months, is on a different day.
Oh, hey, it's Attila the Hun.
Oh man, he's got so many children.
I think that was
Oh wait,
Genghis
no,
Khan.
that is Genghis Khan. I I I, I was thinking of Genghis Khan.
You know what always amuses me? Um,
But
whenever I whenever I rewatch the South Park movie from time to time, I'm reminded that Brian Boitano exists. And apparently, there was an interview with him where he was asked about the cultural impact of the South Park movie, and he's like, "Look, if that's all people remember me for, that's fine enough."
Find peace.
Because that is a killer song, by the way.
which song?
What would Brian Boitano do?
Oh
It's when they were preparing to join the resistance. They're like, "What would Brian Boitano do if he was here today? What would Brian
yeah,
Boitano do if he was here to right now? He would do a pirouette
it's
or
been
two
so
and save the
long.
entire town."
It's been so long since I've seen the South Park movie. We'll put it on the list of things to watch together in Boston.
Fair enough.
Speaking of, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and we watched Stardust with Plush.
Yes, still one of the best movies of all time.
Absolutely.
So I'm mixed on this set piece, mostly because it's just, pushing a lever a few times, but it is still cool.
Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, you gotta break the wall or the axe.
The axe. Okay, thought process time.
I like it.
Can you think of any, mission or boss fight or something in a game that's kind of underwhelming
Oh,
mechanically, but, a
now
lot
it's
of...
over.
Yeah.
Now it's overstaying. I think that last one should have been the one that does it.
Yeah.
Rule of three.
Yeah, can you think of, any, mechanic, boss fight, or, anything in a game that, mechanically isn't all that interesting, but as, a set piece is like, oh, that was fun. Yeah, making me do it 3 times is
Yes,
a bit of a pain, though.
Portal 2, is the final button. When you're putting in the cores to corrupt the thing, and you have to go to the button to press it.
Yeah. What about that do you think is a cool set piece, but not all that interesting mechanically?
Uh, well, I mean, it's just walking. It's just going to the button, but like it's very simple. But the actual um, but the actual it's the culmination of everything. The Aperture Science is on the verge of having a nuclear meltdown. The place is shaking and falling apart. Um, the facility itself is fighting you with Wheatley in control.
Oh yeah,
So
I do like when you shoot the moon. That's a good set piece.
that is also an yeah, and that's also an amazing moment because the entire time the liquid that like they repeat multiple times about how the liquid that you use to make surfaces you can portal is made from moon dust. So when when like when you are uh finally stopped from pressing the button and you're like pinned on the ground and the only thing in front of you is or the only thing you can see is Wheatley and the moon. The click, the click in your mind of, can I put a portal there?
And I love the delay too of the travel time because
Yeah,
you
'cause it
you
makes you
do it.
think that it didn't work.
Yeah. Because mechanically, in your head, you understand travel time and distance, but like portals are so fast that you kind of just get used to them appearing instantly as soon as you press the button.
Yeah.
That the delay of several seconds just really fucks with you.
Oh, yeah. It's just long enough for you to start to think, did it not? uh,
Did it not
Is there
take?
a range? Is there a range on portals?
Yeah, I get
God,
that.
Portal 2 is such an amazing game. We need. You know what? After we're done with this, I want to play Portal 1 and 2 on the channel.
Okay.
I want to play something. And also that means you get to well, actually we get to draw us as personality cores.
Oh, I dig that.
Dibs on potato.
Valid.
Or well, we don't have to be personality cores. We could also be there's a lot of things we could do. Personality core, companion cube, turrets, potato. I can't actually decide now.
Valid.
We'll
Oh, fuck,
discuss it.
no, you bastard.
Ah, beans.
He's blocking the path, so Dante fell a little off center.
Yeah.
By the way, very cool set piece here. The idea of just
Yeah.
jumping from like platform to platform for a fight. I wish there were more
Yeah.
enemies, by the way, for this. I think it only being
Yeah.
the two enemies is a little.
Yeah, I would put 3 enemies on each. I would do one flying enemy that hovers around the area, and
Eh.
then like 2 ground-based enemies on each platform.
Ones that are immune to fire, so you don't have to worry about the flames hurting them.
Yeah. But yeah, Portal 1 is short enough that we'd probably be able to knock it down in 2 episodes.
You could beat that in
And
like
Portal
one
2,
episode if you stick to it.
well, I like listening to the dialogue.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Portal 1 being 2, would probably hang around 2 episodes, and then Portal 2 would probably be 3, maybe 4 if we take our time. Um, I think that'd be fun. It is the perfect game.
I can agree with that.
You know what my favorite gag in Portal 2 is?
Is it jumping?
No, that is a good one.
That's my personal favorite.
My favorite is Wheatley being like, I'm speaking in an accent at a frequency she can't hear.
It's the Texan one.
And yeah, and Gladys is like, uh, I can look here, little ball. I can hear you. Like the way she said, the way she refers to, uh,
Wheatley.
yeah.
Fuck, 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 fuck. There we go. So in Dante's Inferno, there are centaurs that show up as not boss fights specifically, but like in the original's like story. And I think it's a shame they don't put centaurs in this game as like enemy types.
Yeah, I can understand why if they wanted to, you know, reduce the comparisons to God of War.
True. It can't be helped really. Dante did famously like to take characters from Greek myth and put them in his story.
Yeah.
As your friend Dante, I'm telling you, you're not ready for this. Friend. So far, I've been ready for everything you have to offer.
So, what do you think might be in these woods that Dante is not ready for?
Um,
Don't peep the name.
himself.
Himself? You think Dante is going to find himself in the woods of suicide?
One may lay violent hands
Yeah.
upon oneself. And therefore in this place, those who
It's gonna turn out he
themselves
killed himself.
lives repent
Dang.
in vain.
Dante, by leaping into hell, you killed yourself technically.
What lies ahead?
Look well.
This was a suicide mission, Dante. That qualifies as suicide.
Oh man, Team Four Star, one of the most brutal lines ever is in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's like it's Frieza being like, sending your friends away to that you can fight me yourself. How gutless! What? That's not gutless. Of course it is. Suicide is the coward's way out. It's so raw.
It is a very raw line. Frieza has all the raw lines, by the way.
Absolute. Little Kuribo was a fantastic Frieza.
Funny. So, a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged came out recently.
Oh, I need to watch the entire thing from the beginning. I am so lost.
They're in one of the. I think he's doing one of the filler arcs.
Probably. I haven't. Neither me nor Elise have kept up with it since they were in the virtual world.
Oh, that's far back. Wow.
I know. That's why I said we need to watch it from the beginning.
Ooh, that means you get to meet Darts again for the first time.
Yeah. Oh wait, I remember. Okay, no, I remember passively watching the Steel for Calcos art. But yeah, no, we can add it on the list of things to watch together.
Valid.
So it'll be so much easier to watch things once
In the
one time
same
in
room.
Boston. Yeah, because we can just put it on the TV and vibe and stuff.
I like this mechanic, even though I forget it exists all the time. If you hit that,
Oh,
the
grounding?
yeah, the if you hit that tree enough, it screams, and it knocks all the aerial enemies out of the sky. I think there's a lot of people who don't even know that mechanic exists because they don't tutorialize it in any way. And also, you have a ranged attack on standard, so most people probably just like dodge and weave and use like the projectile spam.
Yeah. Oh man, by the way, I found the portal moment that I was looking for. It's metal ball, not little ball.
Mm.
That was my mistake.
I'm quite fond of the part where he kills you.
Oh, I love the part. I love when you get to the part where he kills you.
Yeah. This is the part where he kills us. This is the part where I kill you. And then, like,
The
the
mu
achievement pops.
Well, no, first the chapter title pops, the part where he kills you, and then the achievement pops up. And you know what the music is called, right?
The part where he kills you.
Exactly. It's such a good gag.
It is very funny.
Oh,
Which is why I
Portal
have
is
no
so
doubt that
good.
Deadlock is going to be a huge success for Valve whenever it releases.
Is it not released?
It is still in closed beta.
It's a hero shooter, right?
It is a hero shooter MOBA, yeah.
I'll probably pass. I am not the biggest on hero shooters.
That's fine. I didn't expect you or Elise to really be into it. Um, but it has that Valve polish on standby, so
That's fair.
it is insanely polished for a game that is still not officially announced.
Look, say what you will about Valve, they definitely have their problems, but as far as game companies go, they are probably one of the better ones.
Oh, God, I'm trying to remember
I mean,
what's that meme again? Oh god, it's been a while.
Which mean? Oh, Valve, Steam wins by doing nothing?
No, not that one, though that is a good one. It's
Yeah.
it's a really old one, but the general gist of it is I want a game with the beta testing of Valve, the release date of a Ubisoft title, the storytelling of an Obsidian game, and so some other stuff in there. And
Oh, that's very outdated.
yeah, it is very outdated. And it ends with and then it's like, but this is what the industry keeps giving us, and then it's like games with the release date of like a Valve game, the polish of a Obsidian title.
Ubisoft.
Well, this is back
Yeah.
when Obsidian was known for releasing New Vegas, and Ubisoft was still like somewhat competent. I'll see if I can dig it up. That is going to be an
I'm looking
old
it up
ass
right
meme. Oh,
now.
you're okay. You're looking at it right now. So how close was I? I think I got it wrong somewhere. Oh, I love this book.
I can't find it, but I can see a lot. A lot of there are a lot of memes about um there are a lot of memes about how awful Ubisoft is.
That's fair. And so the gimmick of this fight is that you see this tree, it drops suicide fruit, and that affects enemies as well as you. So you're expected to use it to, you know, stun the enemy, but at the same time, don't let it exist too long or it gets you too.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, you have to knock it down occasionally, which is a very cool.
Yeah, it is always nice whenever a fight has some sort of uh, dynamic gimmick that allows you to control the pacing of the fight.
I remember watching a God of War video that I still heavily quote to this day. Um, it's one by Josh Strife Hayes where he talks about like God of War, and he's like, God of War is very mechanically simplistic, but it makes up for that with a clever way of providing challenge, which is they always provide more than one problem.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to go about it.
And I agree. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I have to press circle to not commit suicide while wandering out of the, damn it.
Radius.
Yeah, it gets harder the longer you're stuck there, and I was at the far end of that.
You're right at the epicenter.
Well, I was, like, over here by, like, this firewall when it happened. See. I almost had that happen to me again. Dang it.
You almost went to go commit die again. My advice is don't do that.
There we go. Kind of lost in the sauce of watching me just go ham on a bunch
Oh,
of demons.
yeah. It's mesmerizing. It's really, really entertaining to watch.
I can agree with that. It is very entertaining to play. Yeah, as you can see, it's damaging them too in the process. Oh, there we go. Okay. You've existed too long in this world. Be gone, monster.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new Castlevania game that's been announced.
Oh?
Yeah.
Is it like a Metroidvania style?
It seems to be. It's by Evil Empire, who recently released the Rogue Prince of Persia. So I'm admittedly kind of excited. They haven't shown any footage, but they are mostly known for roguelikes.
Oh.
But it doesn't look like a roguelite from the trailer, so...
Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against roguelikes, but for a game series that's known for their exploration and their action exploration, you know, Metroidvania, it, it I oh oh I love how she's hanging.
When the soul quits a body from which it has uprooted itself, Minos judges it to the seventh circle. There, it sprouts, shoots up like a sapling. No body, only the pain. For it is unjust that any soul possess that of which it has robbed itself.
But you was too fragile.
I love me a good bird design.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was beautiful.
I despised your father's cruelty, but I was too weak to defy him. And so I took my own life. And you learned his ways.
Forgive me.
The fault is mine.
Cut her down.
Courage to protect you. Can you forgive me?
I should have. Mother, why did I lose everything?
Some men change, son. Others become the man they once were, the man they wish to be.
Beatrice was all I had. Why did I betray her?
It is too late for us, son.
I like that her lips are blue.
Yes.
Absolve
As
me.
someone who has seen a hanging body, that is absolutely,
My soul belongs to you.
yeah.
I love this moment. I don't like that she tells him to absolve her. I think that if he had chosen to do it himself, that would be more powerful.
It would have been, yeah. I think it would have been cool if like he was absolving her and she was like, "No, don't. I deserve this."
And he does it anyway because, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is an important story moment later down the line, but I do like this moment a lot.
Yeah.
Also, new power. Actually, let me attach that to
What?
my.
What's the new power do?
It's the. Let me put it over here, actually. The suicide fruit.
Oh, it stuns enemies. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a small area stun. You know. It's not that good. Actually, it is quite good. The problem is it's also a little more
Oh,
costly.
I thought it would be like you slam it on the ground, not that you throw it.
I mean, it's easy to aim, so it's not like
Fair.
Dante's Inferno avoids the fuck off button problem I think God of War has.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good crowd control.
True. But I think in like especially in like God of War 3, every single button is like the fuck off button.
Fair enough.
Like you're in a boss fight and then he just you're getting overwhelmed, so you press the magic button and it's just all the enemies directly next to you die.
Yeah. Well, I get it though. You need space sometimes.
Dante's Inferno, I think, has enough fuck off buttons. Like the righteous path is a fuck off button, in that he flies away and knocks enemies aside at the same time.
Fair.
Oh, I love this upcoming bit, but there's a bit in this that's absolute bullshit.
by denying him in the heart.
The vengeance of God is to be feared.
Funny enough, there's a bit in this area that reminds me of Bayonetta. I want you to guess which bit it is.
All right.
And it's the stupidest
Ba-
thing, too.
All right. I'm ready.
Well, we're not there yet. But keep an eye out for it. Side note, the ground does not hurt me. That disappoints me.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it like did chip damage, but there were pockets of safety.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that they probably wanted that, but couldn't implement it due to, or were told not to make it do that.
Or, time constraints.
Yeah, time constraints.
Even great games have, like, time limits on development.
Yeah.
Let's say Bruno Latini. Philosopher and scholar of Florence, early mentor to Dante. He suffers for sodomy.
I mean,
Well, I forgive him.
Oh man, going back to Team 4 Star, their Helsing Ultimate Bridge series is so good. Um, Especially the fight between Alucard and Alexander Anderson. That episode is so good.
Fair enough. I never got
The I
into
mean
Hellsing.
the way that Team 4 Star goes about it
Fair enough.
is so good.
I never got into that series. Mostly because it's like, where do you start?
The first episode.
I mean, you can't, because Hellsing Ultimate is an adaptation of a further part of the series.
No, I mean the abridged series.
Oh, I meant the part that's not the abridged series.
Oh. Well,
Like the actual series, like where do you start? And oh, Ultimate is sort of a sequel,
no, it's
sort of a bridge of its own kind of deal.
yeah.
And it's like,
I would say start with Ultimate.
I guess.
I, I, I mean, people get into Dragon Ball Z without watching the entirety of Dragon Ball.
I mean, yeah, but Dragon Ball Z doesn't expect you to already know everything that happens in
And Helsing Ultimate doesn't expect you to know everything that happened before.
in my very brief viewing experience, it kind of did, but it has been a while, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, they
Also, I kind of don't like
it's only
Alucard.
fair enough.
Mostly from that like cultural osmosis of every single edgy motherfucker I've ever known quotes him the fucking back.
Fair. The well, the thing about Alucard is that he's so powerful. The writers go out of their way to remove him from the story on numerous occasions.
Oda does that with Luffy quite often, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how you have to do it sometimes.
Guido Guerrera. I don't know who this is, but neat. I like his name. There's a few series where like my experience with it is mostly people I don't like quoting the character. And I'm like, oh boy.
I understand. I know someone who didn't like Phantom of the Opera because they knew someone who was just the worst kind of person who really liked Phantom of the Opera and sort of kinned the Phantom, and I explained to them that the Phantom is not a good person. He's basically an incel. You're not supposed to relate to him.
Unfortunately, there are people who still try to relate to those kinds of characters. Like, oh, it's so relatable.
Yeah, if it's relatable, you need to do some introspection. You know, like the kind of people who say their favorite movie is Fight Club.
Why do you like Fight Club?
I like Fight Club because I like Edward Norton, and it is a genuinely good movie, but also it is a cautionary tale, and you're not supposed to like it's a cautionary tale, and you don't want to be like them.
That's fair.
It's the same kind of people who watch Breaking Bad and are like, "Oh man, Walt is so cool." And it's like, no, the whole point, he's a blowfish. He'd never actually had any real power, and that's what, other than, like, he didn't have the power that he thought he had, and that's what caused his downfall.
It is not for us to decide the fate of these
Also, he
souls.
poisoned everybody around him.
That is why we
Yeah.
they are not us. Fight with me, Crusaders. Spill the blood of heathens. There is no shame. Their souls are already lost.
What a sick visual that is. Also, all the Crusaders in hell.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't remember where the Crusaders are in like the original story, but they are not in hell. This is an addition for the game.
You know what I think would be a really cool, what kind of thing I would absolutely expect in, like, Castlevania? Like, I would expect, okay, hear me out. Castlevania, obviously the church are an antagonistic force.
True.
You know, think like Netflix Castlevania. Okay, here's my pitch. I would make, if I was making a movie, you know, an hour and a half movie uh, of net based, because you know how anime always, like, they tend to have movies of dubious canon.
True. Yeah.
My pitch would be this. Uh, it would be uh, it would be Nightwalkers have come without a seemingly without a Forge Master, you know,
Mm.
and then part way through the movie they would find that it's a bunch of people that the church had slaughtered, uh, claiming that they were heretics and, you know, being, you know, like the Crusades and stuff.
Mm.
It would be people who were killed in Crusades and stuff. But the twist being that it was the church that had sent their souls to hell to become night walkers due to the amount of violence, not that they were inherently evil. You know? So now they've risen back to get justice.
Mm.
That's my pitch.
That's not a
You
bad
know what I
pitch.
mean?
I like that.
Yeah. Like, if they, you know, if they lived if they lived as they did without being killed by the church, they would have, you know, probably gone to not hell. I don't know. I think there's a message to be had in it. I think there's a message that could be said in, like, a movie where it is the church's actions that send people to hell, and that they're not actually saving anyone.
So, fun
They're
fact.
in fact dooming people.
I mentioned I was watching a video on Dante's Inferno earlier. One of the
Yeah.
things discussed in the video was the depiction of the church in the game, and slight spoilers for Dante's Inferno, the poem. I mean, it's been
Yeah,
around for like 1,000 years. Read it. um,
yeah. I haven't read it since high school.
yeah. So anyway, if you commit treat betrayal, your soul is stripped from your body and you die on the spot, and a demon controls your human body thenceforth. Um, which is like the big reveal at like the final layer. Uh, not in the game, but they're in the video I saw. The reviewer discusses that they believe, in their own little headcanon, that the priest had committed that sin and thus was leading others to sin um, in much the same way, to send them to hell.
Yeah. Just like James Gunn's Scooby Doo. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
You know, the soul is ripped from the body and replaced with a demon, who then leads others to get their souls ripped out and replaced by demons.
Said I'm doing very well right here, but I want you to know that this particular bit uh, was incredibly infuriating on my previous run of this game.
Fair. Like you said before, you never have just one problem.
Unfortunately, I think this problem is just kind of obnoxious because of how fast the enemies spawn. Speaking of,
I think that the enemies spawn based on how far along the track you
no.
get.
Um,
No?
so I've done the checks on this one. Yeah, 10 seconds later, that guy respawns. It's not tied to the track. He just does that.
Oh. Huh. I
Yeah.
really would have expected them to tie to the progress down the track.
No, unfortunately not. So the little
That would have been
guys
the smart way
spawn
to do it.
about 1 every 10 to 15 seconds. And the big guys spawn 1 every 10 seconds. And they spawn to fill in. So there's always going to be 3 little guys and 1 big guy. And the big guy shows up when you're about halfway through. And that's kind of the BS, because when you're about halfway there, suddenly you're fighting that one big guy and the 3 little guys, and it's it's hard to juggle, and they spawn too quickly. You get the idea.
Yeah. If I made the game, I would have tied it to the progress on the tracks. Cut it into, basically cut the track into 3 or 4 flags.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Phlegathon should be on fire, first of all. Second of all, the river Phlegathon is used to heal those being punished so that they can be ready for more punishment.
I think you mentioned that last stream.
Did I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did, because we had this conversation. We were riding on top of the big guy.
Oh, I guess.
And we
Was that
talked.
the river Phlegathon?
Yeah, that was part of it. This is where it flows to. It starts there and ends here.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
did you notice the bit that reminds me of Bayonetta?
Oh. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Okay, because it was that pushing segment, and I have no idea why, but for some reason, you know that bit in Bayonetta where you're running up towards the Colosseum.
Yeah.
In the first game before the first major boss fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason that pushing segment, being you're running up towards the Colosseum area, which is this, kind of was yeah, Bayonetta, and I don't know why.
I don't know either.
The brain is stupid. It's always looking for connections, even if it has to make them up.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, wait, before we go down, how long have we been going?
An hour 19. I think we can finish this boss fight and then call it at the next save point.
Okay. Alright.
Speaking of boss fights.
Ooh. Is that the father?
We already
the
killed
brother.
the father.
Right. Oh, his dick's out.
No, that's his Crusader outfit.
Oh.
Yeah, his Crusader outfit turned into flesh.
Oh, like what happened with Dante.
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
Because it's sewn into his chest.
Okay, come on. Throw your projectile at me. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna buy something real quick. Oh, dang it. I'm a bit too used to God of War, where the counter is
A different button.
Okay, that is not working. Okay. I'm not pairing that like I want to. I was hoping to parry so I could like break his shield that way, but apparently that's not working.
My advice is just do it.
Actually, I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to avoid it and throw it back. Yeah, there we go. It was one of the two things, and I kept doing the one that was wrong. Can you forgive me for being a big doofus, as long as I win this boss fight on this run?
That's fine. Just make sure you two-hand the sword.
Sick-ass grab, though.
That is such a raw attack. That is so raw. Him grabbing you and pulling you to stab you on a sword that
Bitch.
stabbed him.
Yeah, I screwed up earlier.
Well, now you know what to do, so...
Yeah, it's been a bit, or rather like a month and a half, so...
That's fine.
Damn you, Dante! Damn you! Also, you can see his sword glitching out, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of the swords in his body, because he's got like two of them, was glitching out and was being separated from the model.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see it in some of the animations. Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I think that's pretty funny.
This game has a lot of polish, though, so don't get me wrong.
That is such a raw attack.
Agreed. I've always been a fan of like stabbing somebody on a bit of your own body.
Yeah. You want to know what one of my favorite kinds of moves are in, like, movies and stuff?
Yeah, tell me about a cool action move.
Whenever, like, whenever there's a sword fight going on and one of the people gets stabbed, and then they walk, like, into the sword to get close enough to stab the person who stabbed them, leading to both of them usually dying.
You know what? Valid. That is definitely cool. Okay, I'm trying to focus on like the little minions of my energy beam. Stop focusing on the big guy. Yeah, the auto aim on the Holy Cross is a little annoying.
Yeah.
I want to hit the guys, the dudes. They give me health when I kill them.
Oh, now you lock on to those guys.
Yeah, but only when I'm like using my like melee.
It's not a bad gimmick, it's just the enemies are so spongy.
True. Francesco, stop it. Ugh. You know, a movie I've been meaning to watch, but I keep putting it off for one reason or another.
What's up?
I've been meaning to watch The Day the Earth Blew Up.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's one of the Looney Tune movies that
Oh, right. That came out like last year.
yeah, but was canceled by Warner Brothers, so it was released by like some other company.
Yeah, I know the one.
I'm very excited for Coyote v. Acme. I wasn't able to convince any family members to go see The Day the Earth Blew Up with me because Daffy Duck is not a favorite in this household. But I definitely
Why
think
not?
Coyote... Mostly because, like, it's nothing personal against Daffy. It's just that he and Porky are not as popular as, say, Bugs Bunny.
He's Bugs' right hand. I like Daffy.
Also, it's an
We
animated
s-
film.
oh, can we watch Duck Dodgers
Ooh.
together?
The TV show?
Yeah.
They did a crossover with a band at one point. I can't remember which band it was. But it's
I
just,
think my favorite episode is Samurai Duck. It was a Samurai Jack parody.
I always liked Duck Dodgers. That's a good show.
It was.
There's a Duck Dodgers AU that's like a fan thing, in which like Bugs Bunny shows up as like a villain. And
Oh,
I always thought
yeah.
that was such a cool idea, and I'm like, yeah, that is a cool idea. Dang it, why do they never do anything like that in, actual Duck Dodgers?
Here's my pitch for how to. Here's my pitch for a Bugs Bunny in a Duck Dodgers setting. Have him be like Q. You know, he's.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you know, have him be a reality warper who shows up whenever. Oh,
I know how the cutscene
nice.
ends now. Thank you for spoiling it. I just find it funny they give you the item that's like Francesco's forgiveness before they did the cutscene where he forgives you.
Why is he forsaken us?
Yeah, it really should. It really feels like it was probably meant for after.
Redeem yourself. Brother, use my soul wisely. Beatrice. Sister.
That is a cool ass design though.
It is. I like the teeth going up the side of the head.
Gurion's back.
Oh, that's. Hold on, how many arms does he have?
It seems to just be two.
Boo. Garion's supposed to be a three-torsoed man.
Fair enough. I couldn't even get that right in God of War, but that was like as a enemy type rather than like a specific boss.
Fair enough.
You've heard about the God of War remakes, though, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm actually quite interested because I want to know where they're going with that. Because I'm like, what could it be? Is it going to be like a straight ass like remake of the games with
Straight
some
one. What?
a 1-to-1? Are they
I
gonna make some modifications? Are they gonna change the
I
gameplay
think
style?
I think if there's any changes to be made, it would have to be the ending of the first game.
Valid.
You know, where he sits on the throne and it just does a montage of war throughout the centuries. 'Cause now we know that's not his ending anymore.
Yeah. I think one of the interesting things about God of War, it was honestly, I'm excited because it's a chance to see like a redo of God of War 1, but I'm like interested in like how far they're planning to go with like any changes or whatnot. They're getting TJ Carson in to redo all of his lines and stuff, so there's definitely a clear intent to make changes. Otherwise, they would use the original audio.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're probably gonna play it with Elise on the channel.
No idea, admittedly. Probably the second game. Depends on like the extent of the changes made.
Alright, here's my pitch. You play 2 and 3 on the channel, and then when the remakes come out, you play a bit of them. Oh no, your battery's getting low.
It's fine.
And then when the remakes come out, you play a bit of them. See if there's a substantial enough change to warrant doing them on the channel.
Okay, fair enough.
Or you do the remakes on the channel with me. You know, do the originals with Elise, do the remakes with me.
Fair enough.
I don't know if Elise would be okay with that.
Who knows?
I admittedly have been getting a little frustrated with her.
I think you both frustrate each other. It is a big change in both your lives.
I just feel like I'm the one who has to take care of a lot of things.
Well, you are sharing a body, and she does all of the the job labor stuff. So
Yeah. And doesn't eat or drink or get sleep.
I get that. But sometimes when people do that, it's because they have a feeling of powerlessness in their general life.
I'm just tired of waking up tired.
No comment.
I feel like I can't do anything because I don't have the energy most of the time.
I get that. But she has her issues with you too, so you're just gonna have to get to like know each other better.
Oh yeah, the issues of her zoning out while watching grass growing and me not wanting to watch grass grow.
She actually is quite annoyed about that.
I know.
Oh, okay. We are an hour 33 in.
Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the other stuff on the channel. Like Sly 2, which you're playing with Elise.
Yep.
Um
I have a
and
comment challenge.
comment challenge of the day.
All
Uh
right. My comment challenge of the day is an alternative name for They Might Be Giants.
mhm. I mean, I already gave my answer. I can't believe it's not leprechauns.
I thought it was I Can't Believe It's Not Elves.
Oh, I can't believe it's not elves. Look, it's been an hour since we said that. You can't expect me to remember something.
It's
I
okay.
have terrible memories.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, The way I describe it is you have the memory of a goldfish. I don't think you've ever said anything to that
No,
effect.
I think that fits Elise better.
How would you describe your memory then?
Uh, I don't know.
Alphabet soup stuff comes to the surface,
Alphabet
but
soup.
otherwise it's all muddy.
I I remember things except when I don't, but I forget everything except when I don't.
Like soup. The chunky bits at the top, everything else is just broth.
Oh man, I want soup so bad. I want beef stew. I want potato soup.
All right,
Can
folks.
you make me
That's
potato
all.
soup?
I would definitely make you potato
That's
soup.
fair.
Potato
Yeah,
leek
it's
soup,
out
a
of the
little
way. There's no
bacon
one to say,
sizzle.
but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.